Good morning. Kim's Coffee Corner. I have my shades on, y'all. I really am not a delusional person, or I'm in delirium. I love these shades so much, and I'm still trying to decide whether or not I'm going to keep them. I think if I do end up keeping them, then I'm going to be on the fence about getting rid of one of the other two pair. But I thought I'd come back on one more time to show you the cute sunnies, and then also to talk about a few things. So I'll take these off so you can take me more seriously. Oh yeah, okay, I meant to tell, the other day I think I mentioned I was going to show, this is the candle that I was talking about, that I have talked about. If you've not watched, hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Kimberly, and I am on YouTube now. Yay for me. It is Vlogmas. Today is the 23rd. I can't believe just today and tomorrow, and then we will have completed 24 days of vlogging and uploading those videos, perhaps maybe in a series of one or more, because I just feel like it's a waste of time to film and edit a 10-minute video when you can just get 20 minutes or 30 minutes or something more substantial to watch. Anyhow, I've been talking about PPW, if you're not familiar, pecan pumpkin waffles, my favorite scent from Bath & Body Works. The wallflower, the candle, the single wick, you name it, I like it, I love it. So I was mentioning the other day that before I even knew Bath & Body Works carried it, there's this Walmart, that's what I'm talking about, the best days are behind us, y'all. Walmart had their own rendition, or at least 719 Walnut Avenue was the name of the company, and for years after I like searched to try to find it, but 719 Walnut Avenue came out with a pumpkin waffles. Y'all, I've had this candle for probably, let's see, where was I living then? Not here, gosh, 10 plus years. And that goes to show you how many I bought. When I say, I'm pretty sure I bought at least, one order was 60 and I think another order was 30, and I kind of dispersed and gave my sister some, my mom some, and I burned a bunch. Y'all, when I tell you this candle still smells so good, this candle smells so good 10 plus years later, it's unreal. I mean, like, because I didn't buy any candles last year, I was burning like the smallest amount, like let the scent get in the air and then like blow it out, because I did not want to use up my candle. That thing smells so good, so I'm so glad I got re-upped. I probably will maybe burn this later on in the year. Speaking of candles, please make sure you're practicing candle safety. Candle safety. Oh, y'all, I have to whisper it because I'm not home alone. I left a candle burning all last night downstairs. Shout out Greenleaf, the company Greenleaf. It's a company that's in a small town in South Carolina. Greenleaf, Greenleaf. They're really popular and known for, well, obviously, of course, all kinds of fragrances for your home, the satchels that you can put inside a closet, a coat closet, in your car, the candles. They have room sprays. Let's see what else they have. Room sprays, they have linen sprays, and they have I think detergent too, a bunch of stuff. Hold on, let me go grab it. I'm back. So the company name is Greenleaf. Here it is. Obviously, of course, nothing here is sponsored. I just love these brands, and I want everyone to shop them so that they can continue to be in business, so I can continue to shop them as well. Anyhow, so it's called Greenleaf. Bella Freesia is my favorite kind of florally but not florally scent. It's kind of like a cleany, linenish scent. Anyhow, they are such a good company, and they do a lot of work with trafficking and helping victims who have been affected by that. And then so it always even says on it, this room spray cultivates change. And it's www.greenleaf, greenleafcars.com. And like I said, I shop this company. I bought it initially in a very small town and didn't realize that it was not like a boutique thing, that actually was a company. But anyhow, that's them. Look them up. Let me get out of the way. Look them up. They're a really good company, and like I said, they support the kind of initiatives that I love. Anyhow, this is my friend that got me in trouble last night. This smells so good. This is a single wick candle. I don't know what they say the hours of burn are, but I've had it lit for the past, for sure, week, probably longer, and I've lit it like 12, 1-ish and blown it out like around 10 every day. So I don't know what they say on the website as far as like the hours of burn, but I can tell you it burned all last night, y'all. So I know for sure I lit it like maybe 2 o'clock yesterday and it's still lit. So I'll say all that to say, I started burning it brand new, and I had to kind of push down some of the wax from the side to get it so it would burn evenly. Now it's kind of burning evenly and kind of going down, but I've had this candle, like I said, burning for the past probably week at least plus, and it's been smelling so good. The scent is spicy berry, and it smells exactly like the holidays. It smells like cranberry. It smells all downstairs. You can even smell it when you're coming up the stairs. It's so good. It's not a strong scent, but it definitely, you notice the scent. So I have that burning. I've got my pumpkin pecan waffles. Then towards the front, I've got, I had Christmas at the Beach by Yankee, but now I have some other Bath and Body Works, something or another, cinnamon something something. Listen, if you don't want to do anything, if you want to shop, since 1975, y'all, if you want to shop a company that has good morals, good values, and their product is amazing, I stand by this. I love this. I've been buying it for years. I buy it in hordes. I dare not show you my stash of these sprays because, of course, when they go on sale, it's not super cheap. It's not crazy expensive, but I buy them when they go on sale and like hand them out for gifts for people. You know, just to kind of put them onto the brand. So like I said, the more you have other people shopping it, the more likely you are to continue to be able to shop it yourself, because they get business, you get to keep buying your products, and then the world goes around. And also, as promised, the jacket gate that we talked about for the yummy, buttery, ooey gooey, little cute little, I guess, like Lululemon dupe jackets. So I'll go through the colors that I have. I'm not gonna buy any more, I don't believe. I feel like I have almost a Roy G. Biv, if you remember that, shout out. So here's the black. My favorite, the nude. The white that I'm gonna wear with those Prada Now Not Nada glasses. I mean, look how like nice the white pops. White, pink, or pinky purple. It's like a rose. I think it's called rose. No, this is ridiculous. Gray, grease. Okay. And Sedona orange. The brown un chocolate. And the final one, rounding it out, the navy. I am so happy I'm done with this jackets. I don't know that there's another color that I would want. I think, like I mentioned previously, we're recapping and we're updating the folks who haven't been here. Hello, welcome again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That these are quick going out jackets. Where I live, the weather this time of year doesn't really get nuts until like January, like mid to late January, February. So these little jackets are fine for like 50 and 60 degree weather, not for 70 degree weather. Sometimes it depends if it's breezy, but usually 50 to 60 degree weather is what we typically experience around here this time of year. Oh, bars. So I have those little jackets that I just pop on real quick, run to the store, run errands, do whatever, wear them in the house, yada 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 yada. So those are all the colors that I have. And I'm pretty sure I will get wear out of them. I think what I've been doing before is just kind of, they've been here or there. I'm gonna actually put them on hangers, go through my closet. Maybe once Vlogmas is over and kind of things get a bit more settled, I get caught up on some stuff I have to do for my main job, then I will probably get them all organized in my closet, kind of where my coats are, and then that way I can actually see them and don't have to hunt for them or just keep wearing the same one over and over again, because I do love the nude one. The white is so beautiful also, but once again, white's one of those colors, like I said about the jacket, like it gets dirty and then you wear it and then end up needing to wash it. And I think definitely because it's kind of cold and flu season, if I've been out and with the jacket on, I try not to wear the same jacket twice, just because I'll usually just drop it in the pile for the wash, which is why, hence the need for multiple colors, because we need to make sure we're staying healthy this time of year. So those are the jackets. And we're done. Like we said, we're done. Today got planned for some editing. I just put up the nothing about YouTube is easy, or YouTube is not on easy mode video, so hopefully that's helpful. Like I said, I'm not claiming to be an expert. Thankfully, I've had this time to reflect on YouTube and kind of what I thought it was and how it is. I think you can watch the videos and get really you can get really bamboozled into thinking that this is a lot easier than it actually is. So much respect. I've always had much respect, more times 10 times 10 times 10, and kudos to all the YouTubers out there who are monetized, who have, you know, a good subscriber base, who are doing positive things in their community, who are doing positive things for their family and for themselves, because it is difficult. It is very difficult to want to stay the course despite, you know, small results and small gains. And especially if you have, you know, had success in other aspects of your life, and then this is kind of something new for you. It's like starting once again, like a new job, right? So you have to kind of learn the process, learn how things go, and then kind of you can slowly, you know, build momentum upon that and be successful. So I am looking forward to that. I don't have a desire at this moment to quit. I think I'm going to forge ahead and continue to push in this and kind of find my groove, find my fit on what I feel like I want to have and bring to the channel. I do want to bring entertainment, a safe space, a place where people can feel seen, but also I want to be, I want to bring value. I don't want to be too much of a mindless watch. Once again, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's absolutely fine. I watch it, I love it also, but I really want to make sure that I am, if I'm captivating you, which I hope I am, for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, I want you to leave feeling like you've learned something, found out something new about yourself, make you curious to learn, make you curious to do research, but also not that you've left empty feeling like, wow, I'm missing out on doing that in my life or something like that. I never want to make people feel like what I'm doing is so much more fantastic than what they're doing, or make people feel like where they're at in their life is not not congratulable. What word am I trying to say? Make sure that they feel like what they're doing in their life is commendable. That's the word, commendable. And so making sure that people understand that what they're doing is of importance, and that it is something that other people may be striving to do too, right? So it's like, yeah, one of those things where, yeah, you feel like, oh, I wish I could, you know, change my nose. But someone may have a nose defect and they would love to have your nose. Or you're like, oh my goodness, my thighs are so fat. But then like somebody who's an amputee would maybe love to have your legs. So I think it's one of those things where you can get on here and get really messed up in the head, because you're seeing the snapshot, the glitz and the glam, and not realizing what it's taken to get there, or what they've sacrificed to be in the position that they're in. And so really taking note of the inadequacies that you have, or you feel you have in your life, and starting to fix those. Because I've learned over the last 2 weeks, you can't be deficient in something and then get on here and think that nobody's going to be able to see that, because of course you're going to be constantly trying to hide it, or that you're going to fix it by watching other people, because then all it's going to breed is resentment and envy. And the life you envy may not be the life that you want. And so someone may have something bigger, better, fancier than what you have, but the cost in which they paid to get it may be far greater than you're willing to offer. So yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll talk about finding your peace later on in just a bit. I'm going to finish my coffee, get these jackets to the wash, and to the closet hung up, work on some other stuff that I need to take care of today, absolutely. And then maybe we'll pop back in later for a short day 23, December 23rd, 23, for finding your peace and how you can watch people, YouTube, TV, all that stuff, and still not lose sight of who you are. So finding your peace, we'll say finding your peace and yourself. So that's what we'll talk about today. And I'll jot down some notes and some things that I think come to mind, and we'll check back in later. Okay. All right, back over here at the Christmas tree. And then now we have officially lost the lights in this section. So what you're seeing right here is actually the lights on the back side of the tree, and all of these are down. There's nothing at the bottom, nothing at the bottom. Those on the back, around the back side of the tree, that string that I kind of threw on, and then everything. So this tree is about, at this point, the consistency of my my highs and my highs and my lows and my lows during this Vlogmas time. It has, yeah, this tree is about like how I feel. All right, back in our favorite spot, trying a couple little different light settings, making it a little bit more warm since I'm a bit washed out today. But I just wanted to come back and finish recapping on the tree. Yes, the tree is in a sad state. I guess that just means for next year, I have one or two options: to get rid of it and get another one. The lights are already pre-lit, or utilize, I'm sure, the 10 boxes of string lights that I have, and then maybe flip that money into getting another tree for another part of the house for the next time. I think I alluded earlier to talking about finding your peace and kind of things that you can do. And so I really want to just make sure that I am conscientious, that there are people out here who are struggling, want to find ways to do things differently, want to live a better life, want to live a more positive and fulfilled life. Like I mentioned before, I've lived a life, and I do want to be sure that I am sharing things that I found along the way that have helped me to be in a confident, self-asserted, self-assured position in my life. If you are someone who's struggling, this hair is struggling, don't mind the hair, please just disregard it. So I think we talked about finding your peace and yourself. I looked earlier and found this great quote by Marianne Williamson that says, "Ego says once everything falls into place, I'll feel peace. Spirit says, find your peace, and then everything will fall into place." And that is such a true and valid statement, that we spend so much time in the hustle and the bustle and doing, that we don't actually realize that you need to sit within yourself first before you can take action and be successful at whatever you're deciding that you want to embark on. So a couple tips that I tend to do throughout the day, throughout my life, to kind of really just recenter myself and just allow some time for refocus would be doing like a pause ritual. So whether that's a moment of silence, whether that's deep breathing, just kind of being in the moment of things. I don't know if it's a movie I watched or something I saw years ago, probably when I was like a teenager or maybe in college, that, you know, we're fortunate enough that we get to travel and go to some very beautiful and amazing places. But then, like, you know, or if you even just leave from outside of your house and, you know, go travel in your car and drive somewhere, you see so many beautiful things. And it's because life is so fast paced nowadays. It's like, I feel like sometimes, well, first of all, I feel like you got a little bit crooked. make sure these don't get these settings messed up, that I feel like sometimes not taking for granted would be a word, but just allowing outside noise to kind of rob you of being in the moment. And so I started doing this thing where I kind of like do like I'll close my eyes and just kind of go do that, and then kind of try to make a mental snapshot of something beautiful I'm seeing, some great interaction I've had with somebody, and just really try to make sure that it doesn't get lost in the file folder of memory, and that you have something that you can remember, not just say, well, that was a great time, or I'm really glad that's over. Like, I never want to feel like I'm rushing through life, because you're rushing through life to get to what? It's one thing if you're like rushing, you know, I gotta hurry up and turn 65 so I can get this, you know, $1 million trust fund, you know, or something like that. You know, then that you could be justified, maybe not, in wanting to rush time. But, you know, like I said before, there doesn't really seem a big, huge benefit to rushing life. So it's just kind of enjoying those beautiful moments that you experience with people and with yourself day to day. So once again, pausing, taking in the moment, not losing focus of what goal you're trying to achieve. And then also reinvent your inner dialogue, decrease the negative thoughts, increase the self-affirmations, and just really make sure you're focusing on bringing positivity to your circumstance, to your life, to your situation, to your whole being. And I feel like that goes a long way. And if there is self-doubt, say, you know what, we didn't do good this time, but we got it next time. We can do this. But really just trying to get the mindset of positivity and reaffirming that you can continue to do those things. I'd also say, you know, be with yourself. So like Soulful Solitude, be with yourself, whether that's walks, journaling, meditation, yoga, Tai Chi, anything that allows you just to be with yourself. I think the most confident and self-assured people in life are those people who are okay in solitude, who don't have to have their battery recharged every time they're with people. It doesn't mean being an extrovert is bad. It just means also some extroverts can also benefit from being an introvert, and really just loving yourself, being with yourself, and then allowing you to know yourself, being able to go to the coffee shop by yourself without having to call a friend, being able to go grab a brunch, grab a movie, obviously all these things, you know, within reason, being safe. You know, don't go out there and just be like, I'm just gonna go walk in the, you know, most crime-filled area of my town. Like, no, we're not saying anything crazy like that. We're just saying learn how to be with yourself. And when you can be with yourself with no judgment, no negative talk, you know, no uncomfortability, and just really be able to be by yourself and be confident in that, I think that exudes, and you'll attract like-minded people, both the same sex and opposite sex. And then also just practicing gratitude, being thankful for each and everything that you've given, even if it's a, you know, shitty situation. Thank you for, you know, this situation and allowing me to be able to learn. Thank you for the situation for me being able to understand, you know, how I need to move in this life to be where I want to be and get the things that I want to get. It's easy though, very, very easy. I slip and fall into this all the time of why me, woe is me. And each test is a setup for a testimony. And so you really have to just look at what am I supposed to be learning? If you keep getting the same test, you're not getting the right answers. You are failing the test. So if you keep getting the same test over and over again, you need to change something. Something you're doing is not right. You need to change it. And sometimes that test is a way to force you through a door that you didn't either A, know was open, or B, didn't want to take the time to push through. So that's really important. And then also, I've been trying to do this, but simplify your environment. Make sure you have a decluttered mind and also a decluttered home. You know, make sure you're checking off list of things that you feel like will give you more light and airiness in your day to day. You know, if if your car is always constantly messy, you know, then that may mean you're driving into chaos. So then having a nice and organized car just may make you feel just free. I know for the couple areas that I've shown cleaning, and I've been cleaning in the background too, and I'll probably continue to be cleaning and doing more like deep dive, not just like surface level cleaning, but like deep dive decluttering, like getting rid of excess, you know, donating, that sort of stuff, reselling, like really doing a big, huge purge. Those things can just kind of like remove and free you from the shackles of whatever it is, whether it's, you know, you got a bunch of gifts from a bad relationship and now you want to get rid of those things so you can feel free of the drama and the stress and the toxicity, or you know, shopped yourself into thousands of dollars of debt and now you want to, you know, get rid of those items and sell some of that stuff back so you can recoup some money. You know, it can be any situation, any circumstance that you feel like you want to be free of. And I think just starting fresh, getting a clean slate really just makes a huge difference in your morale and really being able to kind of rally yourself back to the top. So we're still in this. We have one more day, which is the 24th. I'm like, say 23rd. I'm like, girl, today's the 23rd, the 24th. And that will commence our Vlogmas. I think I'm still working on vlog 19 because I skipped to 20. And then I have 21 and 22 in today. So I may just edit those really short ones and just pop them up for a couple 5 minutes just to give a little bit of laughter and a little bit of lightheartedness. But yeah, so we're got everything ready for the dinner, and then now we're just waiting for Christmas. So really just trying to find your peace in all situations and in all journeys and chapters of your life. Once you learn how to do that, you'll get rattled for sure. I don't think there's anybody that doesn't get rattled. But the key is to get rattled, get shaken up, and then just keep on moving. Don't let the rattling shake you into an oblivion. Like, you want the rattle to shake you and then set your eyes back on focus on what you want to be doing and what you want to be achieving. And I think in the last couple days of this YouTube Vlogmas journey, I have come to understand that there are times where you can feel like the fight's getting kicked out of you, but that means you just got to kick even harder. And funny enough, I think I've done things far harder than trying to start a YouTube channel and figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of my life and all of that jazz. But I think once again, it's all perspective, right? This may be something that seems less easy, and then other things may seem harder, and then vice versa. This may be the easiest thing some people do with their lives, and there's other things that are harder to do. And so I think it just all just depends on what lens you are looking through and how you determine what feels easy and what feels hard. But definitely don't knock it till you try it. I think it's easy to look from the outside in and say, oh, that seems like that's not that hard to do. Just get on camera and record something and you'll be fine. People will watch it. No, that's not the case. There's, you know, billions of people on the earth, and so, you know, you have to kind of pick and choose and be who you need to be, but also know that you may not be for the masses, and that should be fine too. But I think inner peace is what I have been striving for. I've been grateful for this time, this opportunity, and I'm just kind of looking forward to taking a step back for a couple days or so, really figuring out kind of what my next move is going to be, in conjunction with continuing to put out good, positive, entertaining YouTube. I don't want this to be a stressful channel. I don't want this to be, you know, I just want it to be learning, knowledge driven and based, and then of course with layers of humor, because I think, you know, you have to laugh at yourself first because it keeps you humble. I mean, I humble myself every day. Life humbles me every day, and I humble myself by myself. I don't need any help from anybody else. So anyhow, all right, tomorrow is the 24th, Christmas Eve. So we'll get on tomorrow, hopefully get the good stuff going. Oh, I think tomorrow is the official day we're going to go look at lights. So have a great rest of your night. Take good care of yourself. Stay humble. Stay the course. Stay stay motivated. We got this. And we'll check you out on the last day of Vlogmas. We made it. All right, talk to you later, guys. Rounding it out, the new Sedona orange. Ooh. Tricking folks into thinking that I spent time curling my hair when I actually just rolled it in a sock and went to bed.